Kevin Walker went to Kentucky this year to compete against the very best foosball players in the world. And as it turns out, his game stacks up against the best of the best. The Clifton Park native is ranked #1 in the state, and he's already making a splash in international competition. Kevin's next big tournament is in November at Trick Shots in Clifton Park. But first, he joins us here in studio tonight. Kevin, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Well, thank you. You're from Clifton Park. You went to Shenendehowa. Did you grow up playing foosball? Did you have the table in the basement?
I did have a table in the basement when I was a kid, but I never really learned how to play like a tournament style play. So, you know, we would just spin the rods like most people say, you know, just kind of chaos. But it wasn't until I was about 16 where I saw competitive foosball being played for the first time, and that was at Trick Shot Billiards in Clifton Park, and you know, I was shocked to see how good they were. You know.
So for people that have never seen it before, it's radically different than what you're talking about growing up, just spinning the handles, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of control. There's a lot of strategy involved. Once you develop the basic fundamental skills. There's a big mental game involved, and you wouldn't think that, you know, but it is fun.
Did you kind of find out soon after you started playing at a higher level that you were really good at it, that there was a skill set inside of you you didn't know you had, or did it just take a lot of practice?
It did take a lot of practice, but I improved pretty quickly. And I realized that I had some potential. Within the first year, I would say I was starting to increase pretty quickly.
Now, because it's one of those fringe sports that's not on television, so a lot of people that aren't involved in it don't know a lot about it, at what point did you say, hey, I'm all in. I want to see how good I can be. I want to be competing to be a world champion someday?
Well, kind of right away. I mean, when I was in high school, I didn't have as many responsibilities as I have today, you know, so I had more time to dedicate to it. And it was just a lot of fun, you know, so I played a lot, you know. Now it's not a priority in my life. Of course, my family is the #1 priority in my life now. I have a supportive wife I feel fortunate to have almost 10 years now, and then I have 2 kids, a 6-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old son. So they're my main focus now.
Of course.
I try to make some time for foosball and other recreational activities as well. I play basketball on Monday nights. I think it's a good thing to have things like that involved in your life.
Sure. But you obviously want to achieve that balance, but in order to be competing for world championships, how much work does it take? How many hours a week are you playing and practicing?
It does take a similar amount of dedication to anything else. To reach the highest level, you do have to dedicate some time. One thing with foosball, though, is your window of opportunity is a lot larger than a lot of other sports, because you don't have to be in absolute prime physical condition. You know, it is good to be in shape, but you can play as you get older, you know. So I take the slow and steady approach and try to improve a little bit every year, and eventually I'll reach the top, you know. But I am lucky to play at least on a weekly basis. I play at Trick Shot. They have a Draw Your Partner every Wednesday. So that's a fun event, you know, because even if you're a beginner there, they will team you up with a more experienced player, and so everybody has the opportunity to win matches, so that's always fun.
And I want to ask you about that in a minute, but first, paint the picture for me of what it's like at the World Championships, because you competed there in Kentucky earlier this year and did very well. Are there people there literally from around the world?
Yes, there's people there from all over, mainly from the United States, but there are people from Europe, Canada, Costa Rica, everywhere. So, you know, that's always fun. If I can pick one tournament to go to, it's always that one, because you know the best players in the world are going to be there, and I love to see how I stack up against them. You know, it's always fun.
Tables as far as the eye can see, or what does it look like?
Yeah, there's a lot of tables.
And you won a couple of championships at a lower level as you were working your way up. Now you're competing as a master at the highest level. And recently, I believe at the second level, you made it to the finals in singles. Is that right?
I'm not actually ranked master. I'm ranked elite now, but I am competing in the open events.
And so, as an elite, you made it to the finals at the World Championship.
I did.
And what happened in the finals?
In the doubles finals, I lost. I got second. In the singles finals, we actually couldn't play it because there was one flight out of Lexington, Kentucky that night, and I had to be back for my daughter's first day of school. first grade. So I had to get her on the bus. I couldn't miss that.
Yeah.
You know, so I felt bad for everybody involved. The person I had to play, I felt bad that he didn't get an opportunity to play in the finals. But family comes first for me, so I had to take that flight out of there and miss the finals.
Did you just not think you were going to make it all the way to the finals?
I was hoping it would get done soon. They were trying to, I gave them a heads up that I had an early flight out of there, so they're trying to rush me through, and they did do a good job of rushing me through there, but I didn't quite make it.
You said you had to leave. You didn't have to, but I think it's so cool that you did. Had you made that promise to your daughter before you left that you were going to be there? Well,
yeah, there was no question. I was going to be there.
Yeah.
You know?
And is it a family sport at all? I know that your children are very young, but do you have a table at home? Are you starting to teach some fundamentals?
I do have a table at home. They play a little bit. They jump on there, but they're still young now. So
right. You talked about how trick shot in Clifton Park, it can be professional, some of the best in the world like yourself, against amateurs. And that's really cool because there's no other sport I can think of where, you know, a basketball player can just walk up and say to LeBron James, hey, want to play one-on-one? Yeah,
that is the neat thing about this sport. Yeah, I mean, if you have an experienced player on your team, you can compete, you know, and win.
And is it like a close-knit kind of family?
It is, yeah. Yeah, we have a group of guys that really worked with each other to help each other with our games, and we really feel like a team. When one of us wins, we all feel like we won, you know? So it's nice to have that camaraderie, you know? So, a lot of the guys enjoy that.
So a few weeks ago, you're playing in a tournament, you put your name in the hat, however it works, they're going to draw your partner, and you find out your partner is going to be some rookie who'd never been there before named Jason Lewis. So when you found out, you're like, I got to be stuck with this guy? That had to have been your first thought, right?
No, I like the challenge.
So you're paired up with Sports Edge reporter Jason Lewis, who has now been back a few times and recently took you on head-to-head with a little bit of help. Let's take a look.
We're here at Trick Shots now, and Kevin joins me, and we're going to do a little bit of a challenge. So what do you say if we do a shootout, both get 5 shots? Do you think that would be fair?
Yep.
Okay, so now we need to handicap you a little bit, obviously, because you're a lot better than me. So I'm thinking you'll shoot from the 5 bar, I'll shoot from the 3 bar, and whoever has the most goals after 5 shots wins.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Good luck. There we go, we got one save. One save. All right, there's one.
Oh, there you go.
A little sneaky guy. So it's 1-1. We each get one more shot. The big moment comes right now.
Ready?
All right. I am ready. Off the guy. Off the guy. Nope. All right. So you beat me in the shootout, but I brought in some reinforcements now to take you on 2-on-1. All right, meteorologist Alyssa Calabrese is gonna join me. You think we can handle this?
No, I don't.
Confidence is key. I had that one too. It's only 2. Wow, that just happened. That just happened. Oh! Hey, that one counts. That one counts. There we go. Hey.
Well, that was expected. Good game.
Good game.
I mean, yeah, Jason, you got smoked, but still, I was impressed.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, playing with you, I know how good you could be, and I didn't know how it was going to go after the fact.
So, Kevin, break it down. What do you think of his game?
He's improving. He's showing some improvement for sure.
Okay. So, I mean, we know that your background is you kind of just fell in love with it, and then you went from there. Could we mold him into a champion?
We could.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will say I've learned a lot over the past few weeks, and I was telling you guys earlier, you know, after we took each other on, one of the guys sat down with me and Alyssa, gave us little pointers. We got some practice in, so hopefully moving forward we can continue to get better.
Now, the New York State Championships are coming up in June, and they're going to be in the Capital Region, right?
That's true.
So the different skill levels, is there a novice level, beginner?
Sure, yeah. There's a few different divisions.
Hey, you never know, right?
And let's talk about state championships for you. You're ranked #1 in the state right now, so
Yeah.
I imagine you're going in there is the guy to beat.
Yeah, but this will draw some of the best players in the country, you know? So,
Yeah, okay.
it usually does. So it will be tough. This year I got second. So that was pretty good. I played the #1 player in the country. So,
wow.
But he beat me.
Where's he from? Do you know?
He's from Florida.
From Florida, okay. Well, what's be cool about the foosball world, and especially these national and international events, is that you probably get guys from all walks of life, right?
Yes, there is a wide variety that you see at these tournaments, which I love. I love connecting with these people from all over the country and all over the world, really. And that's something I enjoy.
And tell us what you do.
I'm a computer programmer.
And so what have been some of the other, backgrounds and walks of life you've seen from other people?
Oh, you see everything. Business owners, all types of things you see. Artists, There's no typical profession that you see. People play poker or all kinds of things.
No mold for a foosball player.
No.
So, sports anchor.
Hey, you never know. You might want to come out there too and give it a little shot.
Okay, I did have a foosball table in college, and I was okay.
Okay.
That was a long time ago.
Well, it'll be interesting to see, how that is versus how it was on the high competitive level.
Right, exactly. Well, I'll join you guys at a tournament soon. But to wrap up, I know we talked about the next national championships or world championships will be in Kentucky next September. We've got the New York State Championships in the Capital Region in June. What's next, though, on your radar? What's the next event?
The next one for me is going to be November 21st, and that's going to be right at Trick Shot Billiards, so it's a local one. They welcome players of all skill level there, so they can come up. There's an amateur event, draw your partner, and singles and doubles. So come on out, check that out.
All right, looking forward to it. I know we'll see you there, and I'll probably see you there, too.
You might see me there.
All right, best of luck, and thanks for joining us today.
Okay, thanks.